What's up, Lorcana nerds? My Winterspell trove showed up 2 days early. Well, technically it was late, but from what Amazon said, it would get here Friday, and it's here today. So, I really liked the pack rush concept. So we are gonna rush yet again, and maybe we will even do a punishment afterwards. We shall see. I have 4 Angel packs, I have 2 Tinkerbell packs, and 2 Darkwing packs. So we're going to take turns drafting which packs we want to use, and the other packs will be used for a different video. So let's roll. I'm rolling a 7.
5.
Ooh, I got to pick first. Let's go. Tank. Tank is my first pack.
I go and I'll pick these 2.
He's picking both of my Darkwings. We're gonna go on hell for the other one. Let's put the other guys in top for the next videos.
And then I really want to get one of those like pack opener knives.
Oh my goodness, this dude and his gadgets. He just like, it's not enough that he's got fingers, finger dingers. I can open things up. No, he needs the gadget. We didn't mention this in the last video, but Pack Rush is a special format of Lorcana. You have to have 2 sealed packs per each player. Those sealed packs aren't seen by the player before they play them. You just open them, keep them face down, and you take the 2 marketing or artwork cards out of it. Those 2 marketing artwork cards become your first 2 ink. You draw 5 cards to start your game instead of 7, and then you only quest to 15 lore for the win. So, a little bit of a different format, but it's super cool. I really liked playing it. That's why we're here again. All right.
I am ready and I'm not sending anything back.
That's terrifying. I'm going first. And we are here doing our first voiceover play-by-play. So this is Ryan doing the play-by-play. I've got Noah, my man, on color commentary. So we're going to take a look at what's going on, tell you a little bit about how we were playing in this mode, maybe cut to some goofy things that we said, but ultimately just make sure that we share everything in the love of Pack Rush. All right, so I started out my game with Vixie. Noah, you're playing out a...
I played a Iduna.
Ooh, nice. So Iduna is evasive, so is Vixie, right?
Yes.
Very nice. So Noah, what's your favorite thing about Pack Rush?
My favorite thing is that it's a quick way to get to know the game if you're new, and it's a fun little side gig that you can do.
Yeah, I like it because you get new cards, you get surprised by the cards that are there, and actually I like that it's up to 15 lore. You get to use the art cards. It's pretty cool to play as an alternate format. All right, so Ryan has exerted his ink. What is he thinking? He hasn't played anything yet. He probably exerted it because he's going to play one of his cards here. But he's got a Vixie on the board. Didn't have a Todd out, so it doesn't actually let him pay any less for it. But the quest for 2 is pretty good earlier in the game. And there you go. You can see that quest for 2 showing up on the scoreboard for the first time. He is up 2-0 on Noah. So it looks like turn is passing back to Noah.
He's exerting Iduna.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing some damage over to Vixie. Yep. Throwing some damage on Vixie because Iduna is also evasive. I'm trying to get him off the board. Ryan is apparently freaking out about something. We're not quite sure. Maybe we'll have to go back to the replay and see what the heck he's saying. Anyways, we are inking card, and we are playing Pudge, everyone's favorite godfish.
Not a goldfish.
Oh, and here we go. We're talking about Hook being a godfish, making the dad jokes. Come on, Ryan. Get a little more creative with yourself. Why don't you?
Noah inked Darkwing Duck.
Oh, nice. Is that the Drake Mallard card?
It is the Drake Mallard.
Very cool. No, why don't you tell us what Pudge does? Because Pudge does something fun.
Pudge, it's actually a kind of fun concept. Whenever you have a Lilo character out in play, you pay nothing for Pudge, so you just play Pudge for free.
You just yeet that peanut butter and jellyfish right onto the board. All right, so Ryan is questing again with Vixie. He's leaving Vixie open for a challenge from Iduna. And he is playing Goofy. Noah, what does this Goofy do?
Goofy, whenever you play this Goofy, he readies a character of your choice.
Oh, check it out. Are there any punishments to readying the character, like they can't quest?
I do think they cannot quest anymore.
Okay, yeah, it looks like Vixie did something there. Looks like, Vixie sang the new 2-drop Steel song, The Ancient Ways. What is that one?
Keep the Ancient Ways.
Keep the Ancient Ways. And that's
during the opponent's next turn, they cannot play an action or item.
Oh, so no Raging Storm. No, it doesn't have the ink to play Raging Storm, but he wouldn't be able to do it. I think we've got a Splatter Phoenix on the board, folks.
We do. And Splatter Phoenix is an underdog, so if you play on the draw, the second turn of the game, you pay 1 less for her. So she's a 1 cost.
Y'all, the underdog is one of my favorite mechanics to show up in Winterspell. I think it's so cool that on your first turn, you can play a 2-drop card. That's super cool. And of course, you just saw Ryan showing off the fact that he doesn't really have an option on which character to play because he's got 2 Sarabis. But that Sarabi's pretty beefy. Is it a 4/4, Noah?
I think it is.
All right, yeah. Pretty cool. You see Ryan questing with Vixie and Goofy to go to 8, a commanding 8-1 lead.
Wow.
This one feels like it's starting to get out of hand for Noah. Though, I would say, in Lorcana, what we found out is you can have a 19-0 lead and you can still lose.
Win.
Well, if you have the 19.
I thought you were talking about the person with the nothing.
The nothing could win.
Yes.
But we're not calling you nothing. We're saying your score is nothing. We love you all. Anyways, Noah, talk to us about Sarabi.
Sarabi is not great for Noah in this instance because she exerts and can make a character have 4 less strength. So it can leave you open for a lot of different things.
Leave you high and dry. All right, so we got Iduna taking out Vixie there. Noah said, get that annoying fox out
Noah
my face.
played Marching Off to Battle to draw him 2, and he is questing for 2 lore.
Oh, look at that. Oh, questing for even more. We got Pudge the Godfish going there. All right, turn passing back to Ryan. Got to ready our people up. He's got that Sarabi in hand still. Let's see what he's going to play. Oh, no. What do you got in your hand there? You're showing it off.
I think I had a Terran.
Ooh, Terran's
and I
pretty sweet.
had a Mystical Inkcaster and
cool.
Space Cows.
Wow, you got a pretty cool hand. All right,
Yes.
so Ryan
Has
apparently
left the
disappearing, disappearing from play.
Disappear.
I'm pretty sure he had the dropsies and yeeted all of his cards onto the floor.
That would check out.
Yeah, but anyways, he dropped a Sarabi into play, his second one. That's a lot of female lion action going on there.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, challenging with Goofy and Sarabi.
Ooh, to take out Pudge and Splatter Phoenix.
Get rid of that stinking godfish. Now, Splatterfish, wow. Splatter
Yeah.
Phoenix is, I would say, fairly dangerous and underrated. You want to deal with her because she can quest for 2, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, so she's pretty nasty to get out early in the game to get a couple of lore.
Noah just tried to play Mystical Inkcaster, but he took it back.
No, he didn't.
Oh, no. Ryan
was
looked at it just to make sure
That was
what
a card
it did.
read. The dad saying, do I trust my son to play this card right? No, I'm kidding. I have no idea what, in this video, I had no idea what the Mystical Inkcaster did.
The Mystical Inkcaster, you can exert it and pay 3 to play a 5-cost character or less and give them rush. And if they don't die, they must be banished by the end of the turn.
Yeah, it looks like Noah used that ability with Terran, who already has Rush, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I wanted to get out Mystical Inkcaster so I could play Terran for less.
That's correct. That is how you decided to do that. So taking out the Goofy, but we have Chief Patui
Oh, but
going down on the board, and we're questing up to 10. So the lead isn't quite as voluminous as it was before, but Ryan closing in on that 15 lore goal.
surprisingly, Iduna is still out there. Ooh, inking a rabbit.
Well, remember, Iduna took Vixie out.
Yes.
And Ryan hasn't had anything but a 6/7.
Inking a rabbit and paying 7 for the Space Cows. Questing
Boo.
No, not questing.
Maybe questing. We're not sure what we're doing.
He's thinking very hardly.
Yeah, and Ryan is eyebrow acting.
He's
Oh,
questing
there we
for
go.
one
We
with
quested.
Iduna.
We got up to that 6 lore. What is gonna happen? Passing back to Ryan, drawing for turn and readying up. Somebody should teach that guy how to properly set up his board in the right order. All right, we're inking. Looks like the game preserve got inked there. And now we're thinking. Inking and then thinking. I'm pretty sure that was one of the one-drop Hercules from the Winterspell set coming down here.
Interesting thing about Chief Tui. Once during your turn, whenever you put a card into your inkwell, look at the top card of your deck, and you may put it either on the top or bottom of your deck.
And that's exactly what happened there. So Ryan took a peek at that one-drop Hercules, said, hey, you know what? This is probably a good card to hang out here because you can boost him to get 3 strength going on him. Easy to help counter some strong players on the other side of the board. Looks like Ryan quested. We're up to 13 lore combating
Noah
against Noah's
just
6.
played a Pocahontas. And this Pocahontas, she can quest and gain the lore to a specific character.
Now, one of the things that's confusing about that card is it's marked with 1 lore. So Pocahontas quests and gets her 1 lore.
And then she gets
And then
whatever
she gets the
character
lore.
you pick.
Right, but is it not exerted? It has to be an exerted character?
I think it's just any character. Let me
Okay,
double check.
you're going to double check, because I could be wrong. Our correctionist color commentator over here is probably doing a Google. Oh, right. Wow. Noah's got some nice board presence here, taking out everybody but Sarabi.
Another chosen exerted character.
Yeah,
You are
okay.
correct.
Got it. So it has to be exerted. But you can do some nasty things with that Poca. All right, so that Hercules coming into play and getting boosted was a big deal. Ryan's 2 lore away from the victory here, but Noah's got a better board presence, and that mystical Inkcaster helps.
Yet Noah does not have anything in his hand right now.
That's true. And I think the cows just moved off of the board. Sorry, dad jokes.
Yes.
Stick with me, folks. I promise they're not all that cringe.
Ooh, Noah just played a Duke of Weaselton.
Well, not Duke of Weaselton. It's just Duke Weaselton.
Whatever.
Alan Tudyk's character in Frozen is the Duke of Weaselton, but in Zootopia, he is Duke Weaselton.
Well, Weaselton, whenever he is banished, you may play a character with 3 cost or less for free.
Oh, Ryan is stoked because he just got a foil Grandma Willow.
And if you don't know what she does, you can pay 1 less for the first character you play that turn, which is very good in some decks if you can just pump out cards.
Yeah. Now, some people will debate, based on sort of local play, etc., whether Grandma Willow is better than the Lantern or vice versa. We don't have a lot of item removal in our locals, and so there could be an argument to be made that the Lantern is better. However, there are some tricky things that you can do with having more characters on the board, particularly in the Amber Steel aggro decks. People like the Grandma. Oh, there's a second Grandma! Ryan's losing his mind right now. People are using the grandmas in that and dropping a Strength of the Raging Fire because they're able to go wide quickly. So I think there is some credence to Grandma Willow being a character. Oh, and there it is! Winner!
Ryan quested for 1 with Hercules last turn. Noah tried to take him out. He got Hercules, but he couldn't take out the Willow. So
That
Ryan
darn
quested
tree.
215.
All right, so in the overall pack rush match... Yes, well, thank you for the air horn. Ryan has a 1-0 lead over Noah. We are heading into game 2, and we'll see if Ryan prevails in the match or if this is going to go into a 3rd round for the rubber match.
Noah has played a Duke Weaselton. And so far, Ryan has done nothing.
Except waved his finger at Noah, Dikembe Mutombo style. Not in my house.
Ooh, he inked a daisy and played
The Game Preserve. All right, so Noah, hit me with the deets on the Game Preserve.
What the Game Preserve does is that it can move a character there for 1 cost, and it has 2 lore that you can get on the start of your turn if it is still out. And if it has an evasive character while at the game preserve becomes
that's
an
right.
evasive location.
All right, so looks like Noah's trying to take care of that location before Ryan can make it evasive, because that thing will give you all sorts of lore all game long. Now, that's one thing with Pack Rush. Ooh, there's that 2 ink from the game preserve to start Ryan's turn. That's one thing about Pack Rush. In normal play, like core constructed play, you can build your deck and figure out, oh, I want to have this thing to do card draw. I want to have this mechanic or these set of cards to do with evasive characters. In Pack Rush, you're at the mercy of those cards. So if Ryan drew a bunch of evasive characters and Noah doesn't have any, Noah's in kind of a pickle trying to figure out how to get around those evasive characters.
Yes.
Look, Ryan has played the Vixie to the game preserve. Noah has no counter right now on the board to deal with that evasive character. So
Noah last turn tried to get some board presence with the rabbit. He was able to get him out, but he was not able to kill the location before Ryan got the Vixie out.
All right, but Noah's going wide right now. We've got a Goofy on board. We've got Rabbit. We've got the Duke of Earl. No, Duke Weaselton is there.
And Noah quested to 3. Oh, and Ryan
picked up another
4.
Picked up another 2 from the game preserve. All right, so let's see where Ryan goes with this. Currently planning his turn.
He's scheming.
Yeah. You know, this is interesting. As I watch back on this Pack Rush, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I probably have a number of game preserve. Maybe I should put that in one of my decks. Because my Emerald Steel has a decent amount of evasive characters.
And I would be very annoyed.
Yeah. Or like you could put Squeaks in your deck. Squeaks goes over there.
Oh, Ryan played the Scrooge McDuck. When he quests, you can, if your opponent has any number of lore, you can make them lose a lore and you gain a lore. And if your opponent has 0 lore, you gain 2 more.
Ooh, so Noah's pretty close to that, 0 number. And we'll see if Scrooge can delete some of that and get some of the bonus lore. Otherwise, he quested for 2 more with Vixie to get up to 6. And Noah has no way. Oh, maybe not no way. He just threw some damage on Vixie and took an 8-6 lead. What is happening?
Wow. Noah played, who is that? Oh, that is Dinky. And when you play Dinky, your opponent has to choose one of their characters to do 1 damage to. So Ryan picked Vixie, and Noah got Mystical Inkcaster out, which is really, really good if he wants to try to stop Ryan's non-evasive characters from staying there.
Wow. Yeah, so that's an interesting call by Ryan. I think Vixie had some damage on her. Ryan's adding another damage to Vixie, probably with the thinking of, hey, Noah's got no evasive board presence. He's got no way of flinging damage over. And having played a previous match against these random cards that Noah has, probably feels like there's protection.
Ryan tried to ink Mulan and play Sarabi, but he took that back and played Mulan instead of inking her, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the production process, I also thought it was an interesting choice, and I'm wondering what the heck Ryan is thinking. But he is going for questing again. He's getting up to 10, trying to take that lead over Noah. Really, the game preserve is kind of the biggest differentiator right now, the fact that he was able to get a Vixie out and make that evasive. Oh, he's questing with Scrooge and taking Noah's lore away.
Oh, no.
He hops up to 11 and drops Noah down to 7. That Scrooge is pretty gross. Noah will probably have to figure out a way to take him out, challenge him next turn or something.
And I don't think Noah has any cards in hand, so he can't really make use of that Inkcaster unless he draws for turn.
Oh, you're top decking.
Yes, I think so.
Dang. All right, so let's see what he's top decking. Something he can use the Inkcaster with.
He's using the Inkcaster.
Paying less for
Mulan.
Ooh.
Mulan, whenever you have a character with 5 strength or more, you pay 1 less. And
oh, Noah's feeling it. He thinks he's got the win here. Mulan just came in with Rush and wrecked some people, but Ryan looks like he feels like he's got the win. So he's getting the 2 from the Ink Preserve. We know he's getting another 2 from Vixie. Oh, and Mulan's got 1 strength on board. Mulan will quest for 1. Yeah, I think this is it. I think he just has to quest out, and that's the win. That's it.
Yes.
That's the win. He quests with Vixie. He didn't exert his card. What a dum-dum. But he would quest for 1 with Mulan, and that's it. Whoa, Ryan pulls it out by 1 point in the end.
That
What?
is insane.
Thanks for coming along for our Winterspell pack rush. Later,
Lorca
Lorca
nerds.
nerds.